If you're having a classic princess party, I've got in this video balloon animals that you can make that will be a hit at any princess party. So, let's get started. Since I have other videos that talk about how to make some of the other balloons for the princess parties, but I've never explained this one before, this is the Scepter. Now what you're going to need are two balloons. One is your standard 260 balloon. You're going to want to inflate it. This is actually really rough. You don't have to be that thorough because you're not going to use the full length of this balloon. But the second balloon is this. It's optional. Normally I don't veer into specialty balloons beyond the normal 260s for my videos, but this is a special balloon that looks like a heart when you blow it up. You can buy them in pink, red, white, and other colors, but I think the white works particularly well here. So we'll have this inflated already, and then we'll get into the Scepter. We're going to start out with two pinch twists at the bottom to kind of form a base of the Scepter. And there you have it, two pinch twists at the bottom. You could also use one of those tulip types of twists at the bottom. Makes a nice finish. I prefer the pinch twist because they're a little more stable than the tulip. Sometimes they tend to get undone, particularly if kids are waving these around and they get a lot of abuse. They tend to get undone. So that's the reason why. Now all you're going to do is just take it up maybe 2 feet for your Scepter twist, and you're just going to make 3 small loop twists. 1, 2, 3. Try and make them about the same size. Now you're going to cut off the rest of this end. I'm going to use that technique that I teach in my techniques video, link below. But I'm just going to break this off. But if you were to have scissors, you would just kind of pinch it at the end and then cut with scissors and let this deflate. But I'm going to break it that way. Tie it off. And it's like you have a 3-petaled flower at the end and your 2 pinch twists at the bottom. Take your heart balloon, and actually you don't need a heart balloon. You can just use a round balloon. It'll look great as well, but I think I prefer the hearts more for this particular purpose. And wrap the nozzle around one of the petals here. Make your adjustment. And there you have it, a wand, I guess you could call it, but I call it a scepter for a princess-style party. It goes great with a crown. What's a princess party without royalty? And that, of course, means a crown, which we're going to make out of balloons. Now I do have another video, but these sets of instructions here, this set of instructions here has a slightly different technique that I think you'll like. It offers a little more variability on sizing it for different size heads for the kids. So you might enjoy watching this even if you already know how to make a crown. You're going to need 3 balloons. 1 balloon will form the part that wraps around the head. Second balloon, I'm using yellow here, because this one will form the points of the crown. And the third balloon, I'm using white here. You can use silver, gray, whatever color you like, but this will form the pearls. So let's get started. We're going to make the headband first. Now in my other video, when I taught you how to make a crown, I actually started straight from the nozzle end and started making the crown, and then used the rest of the balloon to wrap around to make the crown. So this part here was actually the point that would go right about here where the points would start. But I've discovered that sometimes It's frustrating when you make hats because sometimes you don't get the size right, and that's something that I've struggled with when I was making balloons. So here's a little technique, a little tip that I can offer you that would really help. I think it helps immensely. So what you do is inflate your balloon maybe 3 inches from the end, as you can see here. Now, you're going to take your balloon and form a loop, and you'll notice that I'm forming it to the nozzle all the way to the end of the inflated part of the balloon. I still have some uninflated end right here. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of going to the center, I'm going to go a little off center, somewhere right about here. It's an estimate, and over time you'll get better at estimating this. But what you're going to do is, at this point, make a pinch twist. You're going to make 3 pinch twists. So that's 1. Give a little space. Make the next pinch twist. Sorry, there's going to be 4 pinch twists. A little space. Make another pinch twist. And 1 more pinch twist. Try and match this distance right here for this basic twist. And you'll have something that looks like this. Now, the beauty of this is that this is the part that goes around the head. But what I've done here is I've made this adjustable. So all you're doing is twisting these 2 ends together, and this goes around the head of the kid. Now, the beauty is, if it's too big, you can untwist this, and place it, readjust it, adjust the size for different size heads. And so that's just a little something extra here for if you're doing this all the time. You're going to have trouble where you make it for one kid, it's too big, it's too small, or you're going to make it for the kid and then the adult wants to wear it, it doesn't fit. Or the adult has the crown made and wants to put it on the kid. This allows you to easily untwist and adjust the balloon. Let's get to the points of the crown. Got your second balloon. This one, it's not real crucial because you're only going to be using part of this balloon. So let's get started. You're going to take the nozzle end and wrap it around one of the pinch twists on either side. I like to start on my left side, your right side. Attached to the pinch twist. Now you're going to make a basic twist, maybe 2 inches. Make a pinch twist. And make a basic twist to match the first basic twist. And this basic twist here will twist into the second pinch. And that's the first point of the crown. I like to make the middle one a little bigger, so let's make it about 3 or 4 inches. Pinch twist. Next basic twist will match this basic twist. And this gets wrapped into the pinch twist here. That would be the third pinch twist. I think you can see the crown forming. Now this next basic twist, you want to match the first basic twist, so it gives a little symmetry to the crown. So I'm going to estimate. There. Pinch twist. And the last basic twist matches this basic twist. Wrap this twist into the pinch twist here. And you're going to discard the rest. Again, earlier in the video, I explained you can use scissors, but I explained how to do this technique of ripping the balloon in another video. You're going to take your nozzle and just either tie a knot around the last pinch twist or just wrap it tightly. Adjust. And there you have it, an adjustable princess crown. Now, we're going to add one more element. You could actually finish it right here and give it away just as is. But now we're going to add one more enhancement, a little detail that I think really makes this crown shine. Completely optional, though. Take your third balloon. You won't even need to inflate this a little more than halfway. That's all you need. We're not going to use the entire balloon. I've chosen white here. This is going to make, I think these are pearls. That's what they represent. But it will dress up the crown quite a bit. Take the nozzle, wrap it into this top part of the first point. Attaching it. Now you're going to make 4 small, round, basic twists. 2, 3, 4. You're going to take this last basic twist and wrap it into the point of the center, the top of the center point. There, I think you can see where this is going. 4 more basic twists. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4. Remember to hold every one of them or else they will pop out. Take the last basic twist and wrap it into the last point of the crown. And you have a crown. Now we're going to discard the rest. You can use scissors or you can use that technique I just talked about. Tie this a knot around the last point, or you can just wrap it tightly. I prefer to tie a knot for security. And there you have it, an adjustable crown. Now you notice I didn't quite nail it here. Sometimes you come out a little off, so it is a little off center. It's not a problem. It'll still fit, be adjustable, and still looks great from the front. That's really where everybody's looking at it. Sometimes you just don't nail it, and I'll just leave this as imperfect. Could have redone this, but I would have easily given this away, and somebody would have been very happy with it. And that is a crown for your princess party. These days, I think princesses are not content to just sit in their castles waiting for Prince Charming. And that's the reason why for the third balloon for a princess party, I've recommended a sword. Now we're just going to teach the basic saber sword. And of course I do teach this in another video. Of course you can make these swords in all kinds of levels and detail. And we have links to our other videos that teach you the other swords. And there's also a special sword that you can make for the birthday honoree. Well, let's make our basic saber, and these are very fast to make. Particularly if you're new to balloons, you'll want to start with this one. Let's take your 260 balloon, maybe an inch of uninflated end. You're going to start with the nozzle end. You're going to make an inch, a basic twist of about an inch. Now, if you'd like to, you can make a pinch twist here. It's a little extra step, particularly if you have to make a bunch of these for a party. You can leave this as a basic twist, but normally I prefer the pinch twist. So let's make a pinch twist. I think the pinch twist adds stability as well as looks a little more finished. Now you're going to make a fold twist, and it's going to be just a small fold twist, maybe to about this point here. So let's do that. And you end up with something like this. Now you're going to take the rest of your balloon, just squeeze the air so it distributes all the way to the end, and you're going to take this end here and feed it through the loop. And there you have it, a basic saber type of sword. And I've always thought this one kind of looks like a pirate's kind of sword, or something maybe royalty might carry. But you can also make one that looks like a foil. We also have some that look like the broadswords. And so again, we have links in the description below that teach you all kinds of different swords, and you can choose the one that you like for the kids at the party. And that is the saber balloon sword. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope your princess party was a smashing success, or will be a smashing success. Please give us a like, and please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.